Who's looking up your address, Fred? Whew. I guess sometimes you just gotta stop and take a breath of fresh air. It's Wednesday, the 29th of July. It's only a little better than 5 o'clock. Folks, trust me, I'm having this little bit of refreshment here, and then that's it for a while. I got some stuff to do. I'm gonna stop and smell the roses for a bit. Before I jibber jabber on any further, welcome back. I want to give a couple of big shout outs. First one, Mr. Don Soper. As a crow flies, Don's no more than about 10 miles from me. He's a avid fan of the channel. I do know Don somewhat on a personal level. Don just recently went through a medical procedure, which has got him, for the lack of better words, house ridden for a little while. Let me get out of this wind. You need to understand that house ridding somebody like Don Soper, it's almost the end of the world. It's not. Don's okay. But very active individual. A garden fit for a king and queen, and then some. Anyway, Don, I hope you're feeling better. I know that you are, but continue to do so and do things wisely, please. We need you around for quite a while longer. Another little shout out to Brian Webb and his boys, and Mr. Tom McLean, and everybody else. Hope everybody's doing okay. I've been absent for a good little while. Just took a little break, no particular reason. Don't get me wrong, kind of made me sound like making YouTube videos is a hindrance for me. It's not. It's my enjoyment. Just took a little break. I've had my eye on the prize here, as I like to say it, for what seems to be quite a while. I'm going to put the old glasses back under my eyes so you can't see the bags on them. She's been hectic, but a good, healthy hectic. Things have been absolutely busy as all Hades. Let's start here. I got a great piece of news. As of 1 hour ago, the red that you see right there is in heat. We've been on a monstrous AI scale here for us. There is no doubt in my mind, and I did not count the chart yet, there's no doubt in my mind that we're nearing 50. If we're not at 50, we're at about 46, which has been just phenomenal for us. It's going very good. We did have a little bit of a 3-4 day hiatus, though. We experienced some very disgusting, humid, just sickening days, hot. And of course, that will heavily affect animals coming, these cows and heifers coming within heat. All right, now why did I just make a big deal out of that red? Well, here's the deal. I got 15 reds out there. Hey, you know what? Hold on here a minute. First things first. Oh, good night, Irene. I got 15 reds out here. And they're all breedable. 10 red cows, 5 red heifers. Tomorrow morning when we AI breed, right now we've got 2 of them, just 1 red. Folks, I kid you not, it's the first red. I've been crying in my soup here a little bit here. For God's sakes, if I'm going to have reds on this farm to produce, calves, by gosh darn it, I want to get some red straws in there. Yeah, she's early in heat. Only started about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. But yeah, AI breeding's going exceptionally well. Very happy to say that the first red is going to be AI bred tomorrow. I can tell you something right now. It's been such a scare with me. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind the reds being bred by, the bulls. I don't. But for crying out loud, I'd at least like to get 10 out of the 15 AI'd. But I think you guys are following me. Yeah, very happy to say that she's going to get bred tomorrow. I can't stress enough how well things have been going around here, AI breeding. We've already well surpassed last year's numbers for AI. If I had to talk loosely, let's see, it's the 29th of July here. We're on a roll. And we got some very good, I'm going to call it very good breeding weather. Some of you can make that make sense. Some of you might be rolling your eyes. Well, we have our own beliefs here. Maybe no later than the 10th of August will the 3 bulls go to work. Yeah, I had such a scare here with the reds. As good as things were going, I was half tempted. I can tell you right now, if the Holsteins were not abiding this lot right here, I would have thrown every red in there. But, there's just some things that you can't do, and of course the Holsteins are there. Holsteins doing fantastic. They've been off of sorghum for a little while here. The cows are cleaning up the rest of it now. There's probably only about 3 or 4 more feedings. The Holsteins are now just on their dry hay and grain ration. I shut off the hill to them 2 days ago. Reason being is I went and broadcasted a pile of fertilizer, and one of the areas that I hit was this hill. Just, we're going to let it sit for maybe a week, week and a half, and get some regrowth in there and let it get its health back. Then they'll be back up there. Okay. What else we got here? All right. The reason for this right now, and me mowing a little bit of yard and lawn, is just about getting ahead. Because the next 3-4 days, there will be no room for the little stuff. Drop in the bucket to many. We are going after a all-time record amount of hay made for this Vieser farm. Granted, times have changed in equipment and everything else, and round bales, but an absolute record breaker. Not just tomorrow, but Friday and Saturday. Folks, we got a lot of hay down. Holy crap. A lot of hay. In fact, I'm going cutting immediately again tomorrow. Right after AI breeding, and knocking down another chunk for Saturday's baling, which there's already hay on the ground for Saturday. I'm just going to add to it. Going after the new seeding. If you remember, if you keep up with the channel, there is a farmstead that I respectfully took over by way of lease last year. And 2 parcels of it got put into new seeding. Folks, we're talking about some monstrous windrows. Now, it's also late. This is first cutting. Everything I'm about to bale, folks, is all still first cutting. Nature of the beast. We've been playing hell with weather, but the weather has now been on our side for 2 solid days of pure sun. Now you're seeing some cloudiness now, and in fact you're even seeing stuff that might even look like there's rain coming. In fact, that's actually a little bit scary, to be honest with you. But we don't have any in the forecast. And the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, pure sun. So we're going after the full Monty here, and yeah, we're gonna catch up to these lacking of videos. You're going to see some monstrous windrows tomorrow. It's got me a little on edge, to be honest with you, but yeah, and then we'll do a full-on, real good take and look at the John Deere 460M round baler that I continue to be just impressed, happy as hell, just impressed. That thing just, you can't feed it enough. Will Sowers said it the best. You can't feed them enough. So it's got a true test from me coming tomorrow. I'll shut up from there. You're gonna see for yourself, because we're gonna take a video or two. Well, you can kind of tell here what we've had for weather. Up until 2 days ago, not sure about all this nonsense, but whatever, I'm going to leave this alone. Up until 2 days ago, folks, we recorded about 5 inches within, 7 days. Haven't been able to get a whole lot done. You know, until 2 days ago, we started going like hell. Literally, both Dad and I would leave with both disc bines and go hit different properties. Hell, yesterday I think we both cut for 5 hours. You need to understand, dropping a bucket to some. I need to stop saying that. You know, it's a somewhat smaller operation here, and good Lord, we got a lot of hay in the ground. Gosh darn it almighty. But it's good. It's time. It's go time. Forget all the stupid stuff. Let's get it in. Let's go. Enough is enough. Right, little buddy? Huh? You old little scoundrel, you. Got a belly full of milk. Got a fresh leaf of hay. Huh? He's doing real good. As you can see, he's the last one. We're all cleaned up here. Calf hutch is put away. All of them are weaned off. I'm going to walk over here because I have no shame, but I want you to understand something, folks. We recently got that 5 inches of rain in 7 days. That is very hard to control. As far as a mess. Nonetheless, I think we're doing a pretty good job here. For the most part, kind of neat. You can tell that there is some comfort here, and it doesn't take a keen eye to see this soybean straw, which works real nice. It's a nice soaker. They continue to get their grain ration, a very small one in the morning, just a dusting to keep them happy. They get their full-on grain ration in the evenings, of course, with always dry hay. Obviously, this is the beef calves. There's one more to go, little buddy. I need to look at my records, but I think he's another 2 weeks away or better. And here's the Holstein bull calves, which are now legitimately steers. The day, it's always been a habit here with the Holstein bull calves. The day they get weaned off, right, little buddy, is the day that they get banded. So they're doing real good. Everybody is. A bunch of grain pigs here, but everybody's doing real good. Oh, let's see. I kind of forget where we left off here. If anybody had a little bit of animosity for me disappearing for a little while, my apologies to you. Not playing any games here. That's not up my alley. Just taking a little break, putting the eye on the prize. I got a lot of crap going on. Boo-hoo me. Sometimes I think just a little too much for one person with a half a brain. God willing, in full days, we'll get there. Better shut this water off. I watered all these outside troughs here today and ended off with the bowl trough. And even though I trust those floats, you'll get a bad one or one that's a little jerked up, and it'll continue to have a little bit of flow, and you'll have nothing but a real nice mess in the morning, and that's hard to deal with. So I always make it a habit of, if I'm doing these outside tanks, shutting that water off before the night is through. Like I said, I forget where I left off here. Last video was made. Okay, there's been no new high moisture made, which means the sorghum is still standing, and it looks beautiful, and it is ready for harvest. But I'm picking my poison. The dry hay needs to come in. In fact, I'll fully admit to you, I got a little bit of jungle hay out there. That's what I call it. Some people call it swamp hay, marsh hay. We got some jungle out there, but that's all right. We're gonna call it good January, February hay. So I'm picking my poison. We're getting that in. We got the weather for it. I can cheat with sorghum. Yeah, no, no, that's not true. Sorghum, I'm gonna need about 4 days. I can cheat with the peas and oats though. All right, there we go. We got some heat activity within the Holsteins. There was no breeding this evening. Holsteins are always bred in the evening, about 4 p.m. Yeah, we definitely got one in heat here. Yeah. Holsteins are doing real good. Again, I'd have to look at the chart, but Dad's gotten a lot of them. They continue to do real good. But yeah, the peas and oats is still standing as well. Now, I went and checked it the other evening. The oats are still sticking real good. So I'm okay. But I can tell you, after this huge rush of making dry hay, the first thing to go back to will not be sorghum. Well, maybe I'll cut it down if I can. But the next the next ordeal is going to be the peas and oats, which is just shy of that 20 acres there. We need to get that off of there too, because I do want a second cutting from the regrowth of the pure alfalfa that's coming up. Now, at this point on that field, I don't look to get that until late September. I'm fine with that. It's going to be bale wrapped anyway. We'll go from there. I guess I failed to tell you, and I don't know where we left off last, folks, with videos. Pasture system's been shut down for quite a while here. If I had to guess, I don't know, 9 days ago, 10 days ago. And it's all right, it's a good thing. Now I'm going through some hay. That's all right. I got a lot of it this year. This year. Let's see what happens. Not only are they getting their hay, but they are finishing off the sorghum. I think I already stated there's 3. Oh, there might be 4 feedings left of the sorghum. So let's look at the grazing property here. This is the 9 paddock system. Now behind the barn, and then what we call behind the barn, which is called Kuthas, it's fantastic. It's ready to go. Very much ready to go. Well, you know, we are AI breeding right now, and that's tricky, folks. Try getting them damn cows in when they have a plethora of grass to eat in the morning. It ain't happening. So we made the decision to just shut everything down. And I'm glad we did. The next morning after grazing system shutdown. I came out here with, oh man, 3 tons of 20, 10, 26, and a pile of sulfur, which I am now a true huge believer in after what I witnessed here on that alfalfa this year. Anyway, everything got a healthy shot, every square inch, and we got some healthy rains right behind it. It was the perfect scenario. So all this stuff is doing right now is just booming, blooming. How'd you like that? I just made that up. So, I guess the day that the bulls are introduced to all the ladies, it's going to be a wild day, is the day that they're going to hit the pasture systems again. We'll see. We might start behind the barn first before the bulls get let out, but it's about time. This year has just, it's been great, but holy cow, has it been flying. Damn beer's getting warm. So yeah, I got a little time for a little upkeep here, and I did have a choice to go cut some hay this evening too, but well, just decided not to. I'll get it in the morning. Good to see everybody again. Glad you're back. I needed a break. Not just from this, but a few other things. I'm glad I took it. But we're going to get back at it tomorrow. We got hell on wheels coming tomorrow in a very good way, and I'll bring you with me. Be prepared to see some windrows like you haven't seen for quite a while tomorrow. And good to be back. Hope everybody's doing okay. And we're going to talk to you sooner or later.